Hello, this is Ms. Rosenthal, beginning with Unit 3 on circles for geometry. This will be 1A notes, just some of the vocabulary words. So our first one is circle is the set of all points in a plane that are equidistant from a given point called the center of the circle. A blank is a segment with endpoints at the center and on the circle. So on the center and on the circle, that would be a radius. A segment that has endpoints on the circle is called a chord. Looks like chord, but we call it chord. For example, over here, that would be segment AB, would be a chord. A blank of a circle is a chord that passes through the center. So that would look something like from D over to E. That segment is called the diameter. A blank is a line that intersects the circle in exactly 2 points. We call that a secant. A secant is similar to a chord, but a secant is considered a line with arrows on the end. A chord is has a segment with endpoints on the circle. A blank is a line in the same plane as a circle that intersects the circle in exactly 1 point. Here's kind of the key thing. It's only going to hit the circle at 1 point. We call that a tangent. And the point where it meets, right there, is the point of tangency. If we have a ray, a line, a segment that is tangent to 2 circles, we call that a common tangent. For example, this is a common tangent because it's tangent to both of these circles. Tangents can have lots of different scenarios. So like on this one, if we want to draw tangents to these 2 circles, common tangents, we'd have these 2 here, one on each outside, and then we'd have one that goes through the center here this way and another one this way. Those are called internal. Here we again have the outside ones, the external tangents, and we have just one that goes through here that is tangent to both circles. Here we're going to, I think you can see kind of the practice here. We've got 2 external with no internal. Here these 2 circles meet just at a single point, so we can have one tangent that meets through that point also. And on a set of circles like this that are not going to have any points of tangency or any tangents, we actually call these concentric circles. So similar to like a dartboard, those kind of things. 2 words that maybe you're not very familiar with. The first one is what we call inscribed. There's kind of a key part of that word with the word in, like an inside. Inscribed is when you draw something inside something else. Okay, so drawing one shape inside another so that it just touches. So sometimes the polygon, which is this shape here, it could be a triangle, could be a square, could be lots of different things. But this polygon is inside the circle, so it's called inscribed polygon. Here the circle is inside the square, so it's called an inscribed circle. Just depends on which one is inside, inscribed. The second word is called circumscribed. Circumscribed is basically outside. So if we're going to draw something outside of a circle, such as this one, so that it just touches. So you can see here they drew a 5-sided shape. It touches the circle just at those single points there. Here, the circumscribed circle, that means the circle is outside. And again, it's touching the polygon, or in this case, the square, at each of the vertices. All right, let's take a look at this picture and review just a little bit. So if I look at this picture and they want me to best describe as a radius, a chord, diameter, secant, or a tangent, okay, of circle C. So when we name a circle, we do it by its center. So AC, to go from A to C, from the center to a point on, that's called the radius. Segment AB, that's a chord, because both endpoints are on the circle. A chord that goes through the center is called the diameter. DE, that's this one out here, that's going to be touching the circle just at single points. We call that a tangent. Tangent could be lines, it could be segments, it could be rays. And the last one, AE, that goes way out here through A, through G, that call it a secant, where it's a line that intercepts the circle at 2 points. All right, if you have any questions, let me know.